Hi. It's been a minute. Missed me? This promises to be a very long video. So if you do not like long videos, this is your cue to swipe up. But I promise you, if you stayed, you will learn a thing or two. I mean, you've not seen me for the past 1 year. Authentically me. Let's yap. Let's talk. I know it has been up to a year since I have been actively here. I remember that I posted at the beginning of this year, but I was not really into this space. I just posted and I actually had the intention of continuing like that, but life happened. So why have I been MIA? I've been on the internet for a while now, going to 5 years or more, and I've been jumping from one platform to another, trying to find myself, trying to find my voice, trying to understand my message. At a point, I was posting on my personal page on Instagram, and then I moved to my business page, and then I went to TikTok, and then I came here. Like, it has just been me jumping from different place to another. Sometimes it gets overwhelming, and then I get burnt out, and I go back to my shop. Then I come back perhaps the next year, try again, but I knew that something needed to change. I knew that I loved this life. I loved being in front of the camera. But something was just missing. I took a course at a point last 2 years for my business. And then I was posting. But still, something just kept telling me that you need to build your personal brand. You need to have something that you are giving. You need to have that unique thing about you. It's not just about coming on the internet and just doing things blindly. You needed to find your voice. It was a tough decision because I needed to be active on my business page. Yes, if I was not active on my business page, I will not get clients that will come and do makeup and I will not make money. And I'm pretty much just a business person, you know. So how was I just supposed to abandon my business page and go to my personal page and just start from where I did not know? God, it was hard. For that reason, I just told myself it was not going to happen and I continued posting on my business page. But after a while, even me had to tell myself the truth. I said, Josephine, go back to your personal page. Try to build your personal brand. I could do that on my business page, but I wanted people to know me for me. I wanted to decide on my message. I did not even know what my message was. So I wanted to start from the grassroots, just do me. And the only thing that was on my mind was try to be consistent, even if it's just 1 year. And I also knew I needed to put myself on a schedule. I asked myself, how often will I be able to show up on this platform, which was Instagram? How often? Knowing myself that I was a mom and a wife and every other thing that I had to do in between. So I just told myself that if I could at least even post once a day for that 365 days, I would know that I won in life. And that was the only thing that I came with, trying to be consistent. So I started. Initially, it was difficult. I did not even have an accountability partner. I was the only person being accountable to myself. But this time there was something different. There was this burning in my heart that Omo, you just needed to do it right this time. And so I started day one, it was day two, it was 2 weeks, and it was 1 month. I did not know I was going to stay through till 1 month. And then it was 2 months, and then we are here. A lot of things has happened in that period of time. I know that you would have noticed that there is something different about me. There's something different about my background. God, I never really knew how much self growth I could achieve in 1 year. When you put your mind to doing anything, you can do it. Me, prior to last year, right? Prior to the time I told myself that I needed to try to do the internet right? I did not just know the reason why I just kept going and coming. I kept giving myself a lot of excuses. I have a lot of things to do. Oh, I just needed to face my business. I just needed bunch of excuses. It brings me to the point that if you want to, you would do it. I was single and giving myself so much excuses, and now I'm married. I have a child. and I was able to show up 365 days. I missed once or twice posting, but I mean, come on. If nobody's going to give me the accolade from where I am coming from, I give myself the accolade. It was not easy, but I made it here. I was posting consistently, and I just noticed that something inside me changed. I just saw this purpose driven person. I saw this person that was not going to settle for just anything. I've been settling. I've been scared of money. I've been living just a mundane life. I was tired of it. And posting on the internet, seeing people that I aspire to be like, showing up every day showed me that I had so much strength in me, and all I needed to do was unlock that strength. My life was interesting. I was enjoying what I was doing, but I just needed something else. Like, I needed something that was going to put me on edge. I didn't know what it was. And in that moment, an idea just popped into my head that why don't I do a course? And initially, I was like, small me, who am I with my small followers? Who will listen to me? Because I know that on the internet, for you to be able to tell people that, okay, do so and so thing, you have to have done it. And, you know, I knew I had done this thing, but I did not have the follower count. And that was a problem to me. So I dismissed it. October, the idea came again. Do this course. And I just kept dismissing it. By November, I decided to start talking to people about it. I started talking to my friend. I spoke to one or two persons, and their response was, let's do this. The fear in my heart, Jesus. Like, I had a lot of imposter syndrome. Like, who the hell do you think you are to want to say you want to teach people something? With your little followership on Instagram, I don't have much. On TikTok, I don't have much. On YouTube, I don't have much. So how do you want to tell people that do so and so thing? The only thing I wanted to teach people was, show up, be consistent, and unlike me that had to do try and error, you don't necessarily need to do try and error. I could give you the structure, I could give you the blueprints that were working for me, I could give you the systems I put in place to be able to show up consistently without even burning out. Right now, I show up every day on Instagram, and I do that so graciously. It's not easy, yes, handling social media with my family, but I do it, and I've been showing up. I have been able to hack this system, and this I have not even experienced one burnout since I started. I've actually fallen in love with this thing even more. Like, I can just be sitting down. I'm even tired. I'm sick. I am exhausted. But content ideas be flying in my head, and I will always want to execute those content ideas. Like, every time I'm in front of a camera, I am excited. The world can be falling apart, but once I put on my camera and I still can want to create content, everything lights up for me. Like, when I'm in front of a camera, I am excited. I'm happy. My life is whole again. And that was all I wanted to teach people. You don't need to start blindly like me. But how was I going to package this message? So I finally spoke with one person that told me that you needed to understand your message and your target audience in order to be able to capture those target audience. And so we started working. We started working with the mindset that by January, my birthday, we will launch the course. I was working, but I knew that my heart was not still into it. I was not too convinced that, oh, people were going to listen to me, because I mean, I kept asking myself, who are you? Who are you to come and say, like, at the point if I even threw away the idea, I beg, I was like, I beg, nobody should stress me. I beg. When I get to that point, I would do this. And then I stumbled on a message on Instagram that said that you cannot be praying for a particular position and you are not preparing yourself for that particular position. God only works with something that has been growing before. God will only expand you if you have been in the place of doing. I knew I needed to put structure in place. I needed to put all these things in place, because There will be a time in my life I'm not going to have the time to teach anybody anything. You just have to go and buy my course. And that was all the ginger I needed to now put my back into it. And by January, I started writing the ebook. It was a lot. I promise you, I did not envision how much work that was going to be. I found myself sleeping a lot of time by 3 a.m. I found myself waking up by 5 a.m. I found myself upping on calls in the mid. Ah, Jesus. And then Satan was not sleeping. Satan came for me in every angle. Satan wanted to frustrate me so bad. My phone was the weapon fashioned against me. Every single time I had a big video to make, my phone will have a problem. It will not be accepting my USB. It will not be accepting my flash. It will just go for Jesus. It was a lot. That I came out of that journey whole and sane is God. This whole thing just went ahead to teach me that when I put my mind to something, when I've told myself I'm going to do this thing, it's not going to be easy, but I would definitely achieve it. So yeah, I was able to do that. I am now a course owner. I wrote an ebook also that is very rich. Jesus. I'm going to drop the link for both the course and the ebook here, just in case you want to get it. If you are just starting out as a content creator, if you are trying to act the consistency thing, you might need to get either the course or the ebook. The ebook is fully packed, like you will get a lot of value from the ebook. So yeah, I was able to do that. I was able to do my course, I was able to write my ebook, and I was able to publish it on Seller, and everything is now automated. I know that my life is not always going to be like this, and I'm ready for what I'm praying for. I'm ready. I have put in the work, and I'm getting the structures ready even more, so that when my days become busy, yeah, one thing that this journey has taught me is that the fact that you wish for something does not mean that it is going to come to pass if you do not put in the work for it, and if you not create the system for it. God is not going to come and bless you just because you wished for something. You will wish for it, and you roll up your sleeve, and you will work for that thing that you wished for. And one other thing that I've come to learn is that God basically works with something that is already working. Like, God will only blossom a flower that is already in the soil. If the flower is not yet planted in the soil, God basically cannot do anything about that. You will have to go and plant that flower for it to start getting nutrients from the ground and for it to blossom. So for whatever blessing you are praying for, whatever thing you are wishing for, write it down and make sure it is very visible. Then get ready to put systems on ground to achieve those things that you've written down. That's the only way. By January, I was yapping about the things I wanted to do to my sister on the phone. I was just saying, "Oh, I would have loved to do this. I'd have loved to do that." I had downloaded an idea that I wanted for my studio from Pinterest. I downloaded everything. I had everything in my head. I had it figured out. And by February, it was big. I started looking at all my assets. I was like, if I can sell this and sell this, I'll be able to do this and do that. But of course, I did not envision how much this project was going to take. But yeah, and before you know it, I said I was ready to do a shop renovation, and I actually did the shop renovation. As you can see, this is now not just a shop, this is a studio. God has been overworking. God has been showing himself good in my life. For the first time in my life, I feel like I'm in tune with my destiny. I'm in tune with what the plans of God for my life. And I just love it for me. So yeah, I don't want this video to be more extensive than this. In my next video, we'll talk even more. Like, I have a lot planned for you guys. So just sit back, relax, and let's go on this journey together. If you're just meeting me for the first time, my name is Josephine Kenichi. I'm a wife, a mom of one. I'm a makeup artist based in Nigeria. I forgot to tell you guys, we used to go by the name Life of Kesijo. So from here on out, we are going to be answering that delusional babe. I decided to go with that delusional babe because Life of Kesijo was more or less like you guys following me on my life journey. And for the project that I wanted to go on this year, for the things that I wanted to do, they felt delusional to me. I am now that delusional babe. We are now the delusional family. We are going on a delusional journey. We are going to be dreaming big and even working harder to achieve all our big dreams on this channel. So yeah, my next video will talk even more, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.